Okay, so today I'm making a video on how to get places in Elite Dangerous if you're new to the game. This one goes out to my homie Cat Soup because I'm bad at explaining stuff over the mic. Now I'm starting at Nelson Dock, which is in the system LHS 54. Now this is a particularly good system for bounty hunting because the station is located right next to the the resource extraction site, which is where you typically do your bounty hunting. So basically I'm just going to show you how to select a target on the navigation panel on the left side and how to get there. So I'm flying an Alliance Chieftain, in case you're not familiar with the ships, and I'm using my vertical thrusters, or at least I will be when I take off. Now, if you're on console, I recommend setting your vertical and lateral thrusters to be where you hold down both bumpers, and then you can hit up and down on the thumb pad or left and right to thrust vertical or lateral. And it will allow you to program multi-button combinations in the options. So you just, go for each. It'll let you do each direction individually. So just hold down the bumpers and then hold the direction you want on the thumb pad, and it'll save it. So now I'm going into my nav panel and picking the res site. If you're new, you would normally pick a low that has the least threat. High is there's a low, medium, and high, and then there's hazardous. Hazardous means there's no cops, so there's nobody to save you. And if you're new, what you want to do briefly is follow the cops around, scan nearby ships, look for ones that are wanted, and then wait for the cops to start a fight with them. And then when their shields are down, then you want to start firing at them and get a couple shots in before the cops blow them up, and you still get the full credit for the bounty. So it's pretty easy to do when you're new. And remember, when you're in a Sidewinder, you can get blown up all you want because they'll just keep giving you new ones. The only thing is, you have to turn in your bounty vouchers in order to get credit, in order to get the money. So that's what's so great about this station being right next to the destination. So notice I'm flying over the ring. I'm flying outward to get out of the gravity well, because the closer you are to the planet or the rings, the more it's going to slow you down. So I'm sort of flying in a wide arc. Now when you start to come in, you want to aim. See those vertical lines on the left and right? That's how you line up with things. So when you're in Super Cruise, you'll always see those lines, and that's how you know you're not flying in slow in regular space. So I'm flying up above the ring intentionally, while keeping the, I can still see the target. And then I'm going to dip down in a second, and then point my lines on the left and right side directly at the circle. And then when it gets to 7 seconds, you want to bind a shortcut to 75% throttle, and then when it gets down to 7 seconds on the timer down there, you go ahead and click it to slow down. Now, I waited until I was right before hitting the ring to hit Y to disengage the frame shift drive, and that's because even though it says safe disengage ready, if you hit it too early, it'll put you hundreds of kilometers out from the resource extraction site, and you've got to go back into Super Cruise and do it again. So a lot of people have that problem. They crash into the ring, or they drop out too early. So the easiest thing to do is either crash into the ring directly inside the circle, inside the target, or wait until the last possible second before you're hitting Y. And even if you miss it, usually it'll only put you a little ways out. And then you just boost to get... You don't have to be a dead center in the center of the resource extraction site. You just want to be within like 15 kilometers, and the ships will start popping up. So anyway, hope this is helpful. And yeah, it's not that bad. You just have to get used to it. So good luck.